but this is what the gate looks like. Quick update, I am working on the gate, and so I went ahead and drilled in little makeshift pocket holes, because then I'll put the screw in at this angle and it will connect to the sideboard so that we can get them nice and flush. Same thing with this one over here. Did pocket holes, and then the one that's down there, it's not going to want to focus, and then the other side over there. So I'm going to go ahead and get the other boards attached to this one, and then we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I already did a sample board because I wanted to make sure I didn't like waste any wood, and so this is how the sample board came out. So we did a sample pocket hole, and then I went ahead and put a screw in there, as you can see on that side, and just with the one screw, it's pretty darn sturdy. So let's get the rest attached. Well, I guess let's get the real ones attached. And then I still have to grab a Phillips screwdriver to get that light off. But Elijah's staining the board that goes on right now, so I'll swap it in a little bit. Okay, one suggestion that Elijah had made also was, like, he told me that we could have got the bracket that just attaches here, but I didn't think about that at the time, and I think we're fine without the bracket. It's just a little bit extra creativity that we have to do. I wonder if it would be easier for me to get this through the boards first. Okay, so I'm gonna hold off on this one really quick. I'm just gonna get them screwed in like this one first, because I think that would be helpful to at least get them partially through this board at an angle. But yeah, who needs a jig for a pocket screw? Now, I did end up to make sure that the screws holes were at least the same on all the corners. I used the speed square and I marked where I wanted it to go, and then I went in to the little 1 mark on there on each of the boards, so that my whole start point would be on that mark, so that at least all the boards would be consistent and all the holes would be in the same spots on all the boards, because I feel like that would kill me having to look at that and it wouldn't be even, because yeah, I just can't have uneven stuff. Okay, so let's see how this is gonna work. Because right now this is the left side of the gate, so let's see how this goes. Now it is gonna push out a little bit, but I'm hoping that will bring it back. There we go. Okay, so then let's get this one done. I don't know why this has a flap right there. Okay, Elijah's gonna come over to provide some arm hold assistance. It's gonna push out. Let's see how that goes. I think that might have went back into that same hole.
Okay, take it back out. I guess we probably need to help with more.
Should I do this other one first?
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Ooh. Okay, is that correct?
Like that.
Okay, and this one. Make sure that being flat. Okay. I think that should be okay. Okay, so this, I put both the clean cut sides on this side first. Okay. No. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm. Did it lift or not?
No, it doesn't seem like it lifts on this side. I think this table's also not even, so that doesn't. Let's quick check in. The gate is done. The gate took a lot out of us. Elijah had to stop staining to come and help me because it just needed 2 people with the pocket holes. And I did have to put some extra bracing on it, which I did, which I think it ended up coming out very nice with the extra bracing. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what the gate looks like. Okay, so ignore the mess in the background. We have to clean up all our wood from working, but this is what the gate looks like. So this one is stained because that's a reused piece. I did have a reused piece for this side, but it ended up splitting. So that's over there. We'll find something else to do with that. But this will be the gate, and then we're going to put the mesh on the outside of this gate. And then let me also show you the latching mechanism over here. So, all right, so we also have a latch that we put on there. So it just goes straight into there and everything is nice and level, surprisingly. These are the cross supports that I had to put onto the back to help the frame not fall apart. And then over here is the other latches that we did there down at the bottom. And then over here, I just did pre-drilled holes here so that it wouldn't split the wood. Lesson learned. But yeah, so that is what the gate looks like in the play area. So now next step. Okay, so now the next steps that we just have to work on are putting the mesh back up. So I'm able to reuse 5 of the 6 mesh pieces. Well, I can use them for some of the front side over here, and then I can use one for the gate itself. And then we have a little bit more of some of the roll that we have left to do the rest, and hopefully we have enough. If not, we'll have to order some more, but okay, so as you can see, we have the oven working. And so, of course, the first thing that I have to make in the oven is my famous chocolate chip cookies because they are delicious and we've been deprived of them ever since we moved. So I had to, of course. But these things, oh, if you guys could try these, you would absolutely love them because they are delicious. Okay, so we are back out in the play area. Elijah is doing some staining. It is a very overcast day. It's supposed to rain a few days this week, and then it's also supposed to be super cold weather this week. So we are trying to get everything stained and done so that it is sealed from the weather that we're going to be expecting. And then also, if it's stained, then I can go ahead and start installing mesh. So I think the last thing that you saw was that the slats were up. We built the gate, and so I'll update you once the gate is stained and done, because while we were building the gate, we weren't sure if it was going to turn out well. And then the moment we hung it, we were like, oh my gosh, what were we thinking? Like, this looks great. So we're just now waiting for it to be stained to really see the entire picture of everything coming together. Elijah also went and blew off the grass using his shop vac because we haven't leveled this area out, but I want to get it over here because the rain is coming. And so I want the kids to be able to play outside and not track in a bunch of mud. And also when we come in and out, we don't want to be tracking in stuff. So at least the grass will give us a little bit of a barrier to keep the mud down until we get this area leveled out and ready for the grass to be permanently there. But let me go ahead and show you. I'm going to show you some of the weather because this weather is so nice. So nice. So we have a nice overcast day. And then, like, you can see, like, all the grass blowing. Don't mind the little pink marks in the dirt. We'll explain that in a future video when we're ready to explain what's happening over there. But great weather. Okay, quick update. So I am currently halfway done with the mesh that is going on the gate. So I just have to put one more screw, I think there, and then one going across the bottom to seal that part. But It's coming together very nicely. It looks cute, cute, cute.
Bugs live outside and they fly around, but there's too many at the land. I want to go in my hole, and if I see one, then I'll just go in my face. And if I see one again, I'll come in. Area.
Ooh. Okay, so I don't have my mic on, but hopefully you can hear me. But I went ahead and got the panels installed on this side. I still need to finish putting the bolts down this way and then the bolts down that way. And then on this side, it's fully attached, but we are going to need more mesh to finish this side and to finish the other side. So we're gonna have to order that in the next couple days, which it probably won't get here until next week, but at least most of it's closed in. That's a good part. Once we get all the panels up, then I'll probably find like some rocks maybe to outline this. We don't have a lot of rocks on our property, so that's the only thing. So I'll have to see what we can come across, but get that filled in. But yeah. Okay, so AKA Gear went ahead and sent us out this TO2 smart lock. So pretty much this can go anywhere that you have a door, of course. Okay, so in the box, they give you all of the instruction manuals and everything like that. They also do give you the batteries as well. I think this is one of my favorite things, is when companies actually give you batteries, so then you don't have to run out and grab your own. Okay, so in this first box, this basically has the cylinder for the door along with the keys so that you can manually unlock it just in case it's not working or if your battery dies. And then let's go over here. And then these are your actual door locks. So let's go ahead and get the covering off of that one. So this is your door lock that goes on the outside. And then this is the other piece that goes on the inside. So pretty much with this one, it does have, see if it will focus. There we go. So with this one, this just turns to open and close. And and then this is the actual unit itself. So this unit, it does have fingerprint identification so that you can go ahead and open it using your fingerprint, and then it also has a code that you can go ahead and set up, and you can have a max of 250 codes that you can have have on this. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this set up to our phones, and we'll see how this works. This door lock is going to be going on our shed. It just makes it easier because it's one less key that you have to carry around. Yeah, you can go ahead and, put the key in and unlock it, but no one wants to be walking around for multiple different keys, because I think with most people, they have a set of keys for the house, they have a set of keys for their gate, they have a set of keys for the lock that goes on their shipping container, a lock that goes on their shed, and by the time that and then you also have your key car keys. So by the time that you put all those different keys together, you have about 6 to 7 different keys. So this just takes away one of those keys from you having to use. So
Pairing successful.
okay, so right now we have the doorknob locked. So I'm gonna have Elijah go ahead and use the app to unlock it. There we go. And then I'll have him go ahead and lock it. So not only can you use the keypad, but you can also use the app on the phone. So say, someone needs to get in and you're, in another room, across the property, anything like that, you can easily unlock it and lock it from your phone. So a lot of different features in this thing as well.